I have a university lecture to attend later today, but first I'm having tea with my friend Jane. Hi, I will have a chai latte. Even though Christian has only been here for a short time, we've already had a lot of ups and downs. So I hope that talking to Jane will help me process things. She's like a rock to me, and she's somebody I can rely on. How are things with you?
It's okay. I mean, the usual work.
Workaholic.
Workaholic.
You're a workaholic. You're a total workaholic.
It's not about me, though. Tell me everything.
I would say at the beginning, things were a little rough, but I have strong feelings for him. I really, really, really like Christian. And I feel like after last night, I feel a bit more comfortable and confident about our relationship and potentially where things are going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on that. I feel like something happened last night.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Yesterday, we had an amazing date. I actually loved it. We ordered some wine, and he brought with him the virtual reality set. Looked like this kind of zombie killing games.
Okay.
So that was great. And then after that, we got ready and, went to bed. But then suddenly, Christian starts to act super weird. And at that point, he said, I am a guy who never, ever makes the first move.
Mm.
And I said to him, well, I'm not somebody that's going to make the first move, and you know that. It was obviously awkward.
Awkward.
As hell. But then after that, we turned off the lights. He basically started to kiss my cheek, and we ended up taking our relationship to the next level.
Meaning what?
Girl, you know what I mean. Christian and I had sex last night. One thing led to another, and it was really nice. I would say that our sex was romantic for sure, and passionate. I feel we were making love rather than just having sex. The thing is, I felt that all of the sort of chemistry that we probably had in our head or the infatuation, it was definitely there. The attraction, it was all there.
And was he comfortable with the whole process?
Me being is the first trans woman that has ever dated, and of course I've got, kind of complexes about the fact, there's still certain, transition-related surgeries that I like to get. I probably might be more androgynous. So obviously I did feel like maybe, he would be awkward about it. But he just wasn't, So, just a girl having a good time and a guy having a good time.
It's good.
I'm feeling super positive after last night. Everything just felt super natural, and it gave me hope that we can be a couple.
Now, how do I get this going without burning down the whole place?
Okay.
So things were pretty awkward when we left last night.
Yeah, things, I guess you could consider things a little awkward. We were kind of at an impasse, but I kind of just bit the bullet and ended up making the first move anyway. So, yeah, it was a good night. Oh. I didn't really say anything. I just turned around and I just started giving her a kiss, and then, yeah, we hooked up.
Did you guys have sex?
No. But let's just say we hit a couple of bases. You could say we got a double. Yeah. No home run. We're kind of working our way up to that.
So I'm glad that he made the first move, but do you have a question why? In the beginning, it was being so awkward.
I don't see the reason why he would be apprehensive about that. It just felt super out of character because deep down I know he's attracted to me, and maybe it was because both of us were in our heads, and I feel he was in his head a lot. Maybe I was just trying to find out my boundaries. but I wasn't necessarily understanding it.
Yeah.
Or,
I was very surprised that Christian said he's not the person to make the first move, because from all of the stories that Cleo shared to me so far, I know he's very outgoing, he's very extroverted. I think considering that Christian has never dated a transgender woman, I might be wrong, but I feel like maybe he was having some concerns with having a sexual relationship with Cleo, and that is a little bit worrying. Cleo definitely deserves to be validated and desired by the man she's with, and I just hope that he's being honest with her about that. All I can say, like, be careful and like try to see the person for who they are, for their actions, rather for who you want them to be. Hey! Oh, babe!
thank you so much for coming.
How are you? No, that's all right. You okay?
Not really. I feel like I've been like so deluded, to be honest. Like, like, what was I even thinking, you know? I feel like I'm so stupid.
Don't want to see you cry.
All right.
No, you can cry, but I don't want to see it, but you can cry.
Would you mind coming to the Airbnb with me?
Whatever you need.
Thank you.
What happened?
Maybe it's best if we talk about it, like, in the car.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very frustrated and upset. Christian and I got into a bit of an argument, and he did something that I feel at the moment has really broken my trust in him. Yesterday, it was a very nice moment for us. I thought that our relationship is gonna be so much better, and now we don't understand what is going on. I don't necessarily know if I know who he is anymore.
So what happened today?
Well, basically what happened, like, you know, that yesterday Christian and I have been, you know, intimate for the first time. And I thought it was really special. And, you know, after that, we talked about how we really care about each other. And, you know, we agreed that we should be openly transparent about the fact that we had sex. And then at some point today, he messaged me and he says, have you told people that we were intimate? And I said, yes, of course I did. Why, you know, why have you not? And he said, yeah, no, I didn't really talk about it to the cameras. I just said that we made out, we hooked up or hit second base.
Okay.
And I'm obviously feeling very agitated and I'm confused as to why was he so vague with the producers and was not transparent at all. Christian and I have shared what I felt was like a magical moment together and, you know, really close intimacy. I let myself be vulnerable with Christian last night, so for him to go on and lie about our intimacy today feels extremely confusing and upsetting, and I feel like I've been manipulated.